Imagine somebody comes into your home, then disappears with everything you own. Sounds like theft, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening with some moving companies. Live on your side, Chief Investigator Ron Regan with us live tonight. All right, Ron, what are state regulators doing to protect us?
Well, those rogue movers suddenly jack up prices, then hold everything you own hostage until you pay up. But don't count on state regulators to get it back.
Modern day piracy is what I would call it.
Cecil Hairston lost everything he owned. The family was moving from Ohio to Colorado. In this complaint filed with the Ohio agency regulating moving companies, Hairston was suddenly being billed far more than agreed to, losing far more than money.
My mother-in-law's remains were on that truck, My wife's wedding dress was on that truck, so there are things that cannot ever be replaced.
His complaint was filed with the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio, the same agency regulating your gas and electric bill, promising your rights are enforced by the PUCO.
But I definitely felt kind of neglected and kind of felt disappointed and let down that an agency that puts out there that they're going to assist the public and then make sure to kind of regulate things didn't do a job of holding these people accountable.
But records show the PUCO's pursuit of Hairston's complaint ended with a phone call. It was put on hold by the moving company, and no one ever came back. Neither did the PUCO, the agency that's supposed to protect you. Instead, it told Hairston, call the police and seek legal advice.
We kind of felt helpless and definitely victimized again, so to speak.
So we investigated. In just minutes, we found the very same company Hairston complained about has 53 more complaints nationwide filed with federal regulators, 65 with the Better Business Bureau. And we found it's the very same company that victimized 2 more Ohio families. So how can this happen? We found state regulators have limited enforcement authority.
PUCO doesn't have an Office of Criminal Investigation.
That's right. We're regulators.
Matt Schilling is with the PUCO. Instead of launching criminal investigations, it levies monetary fines for things like failing to register as a moving company, failure to report on the status of complaints, and safety violations like broken taillights and brakes.
Isn't that just a cost of doing business for them?
Well, certainly the regulations in place are designed to help deter that, and that's one of the reasons why at the PUCO we always encourage customers.
If the regulations were working, we wouldn't have these hostage goods cases, would we?
Well, that's why it's really important for a customer to understand what the terms of the contract with the moving company they're signing are in terms of hostage goods.
Meanwhile, rogue movers are a growing threat in Ohio and across the country. We found 35 suspects on this nationwide most wanted list. It's maintained by the Inspector General for the U.S. Department of Transportation.
What makes these so difficult to track down and prosecute?
First, many of these companies use aliases and fake names when they set their companies up. Determining the real identity of these people and where they are located can take time.
We provided our investigation into Hairston's complaint to the Inspector General's office for review. Meanwhile, the family says the PUCO left them unprotected.
We definitely felt as if, we weren't valued.
So what can you do? First, read the fine print in your contract that scam moving companies often hide behind. Secondly, review the background on these moving companies with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. You can find links to this and much more on our website, news5cleveland.com. I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.